Hi everyone, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. So one of my viewers did request that I do a chop and chat again, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I will start with the little beehives because I don't have to heat those up. But once I get to the chunky loaves, then I definitely need to heat those up. So we'll just kind of go with the flow on that. I did grab a couple extra loaves other than my Sassy girls that I might chop up. We'll see kind of how the time frame's going. If I'm a little flustered today, it's because I had a job interview today. And for any of you that follow me on Instagram, you can also see that before my job interview, I spilled wax all over myself. I'm super glad not to get any wax on my pants because I only have one pair of dress pants that fits right now. It hasn't been a huge priority to buy dress clothes since I haven't been working. And so I have no dress clothes. I mean, I have plenty of shirts that are nice. So had I gotten on my shirt, it would have been fine, but I don't have any dress pants. I mean, why spend the money on something that you don't need to wear at the time? So anyway, we'll see. Hopefully I'll know by the end of the week. It's a part-time job. They're looking for someone for 19 hours, which would be kind of perfect for me being in school and having my kids and everything. So who knows? We'll see. I fully believe that whatever's meant to be will be. And if they feel like I'm a good fit for their team, that's great. If they feel like there's someone else that's a better fit, then that's okay too. I do have my iPad over here with me. I am super high tech and I use my iPhone to record, so I can't look things up on my iPhone. But one of my viewers did ask me to talk about the TV shows that I enjoy watching along with movies, especially movies around the holidays. So we will get started. The first one is Sassy Girl Aroma, Be a Lover, Not a Fighter, which is chestnuts and brown sugar frosted animal cookies. I did already chop 2 of these up because I wanted to use them in some of my smaller areas, so I don't have those ones here, but we'll do these ones. Okay, so I've been trying to think a lot about TV shows, and I think that first I kind of want to talk about my all-time favorite TV shows that I don't really know if they're still on anything where you can find them to watch them or not. So I would have to say one of those is Gilmore Girls. I do know that Netflix did one mini-series update, but I really loved Gilmore Girls. I remember when I had my first child that I went through when I started watching Gilmore Girls. And back at that time, you know, we didn't have Netflix and everything. Makes me sound so old. Maybe I am old. I don't know. Anyway, we didn't have Netflix in the way that it is now with digital. And so if I wanted to watch something like that, you either had to buy the whole thing on DVDs or you had to rent them at the local the local rental shop. I don't even remember what it's called anymore, like Blockbusters and Hastings and stuff like that. The next one is Be a Role Model, which is peach meringue frosted animal cookies. And then sometime around that point was when Netflix first kind of came up and they were doing the DVDs where you could sign up to receive a certain amount of DVDs every month and they would send them to you in the mail and then you would send them back in a envelope when you were done. And so that's how I watched a lot of, you know, episodes and seasons and stuff at that time. So Gilmore Girls was one of the ones that I watched. And I loved Gilmore Girls. And then ironically, when my first child, my daughter, got older, she actually watched it all on Netflix too and really enjoyed it. Another TV series that I really enjoyed kind of during that time also was Charmed. And I don't know for sure when these came out. I think a lot of them had come out previous to that, but were still going at the time when I started watching them. And so I loved Charmed. I haven't watched the new ones yet, so I don't know. This one's Be Considerate, which is apple butter frosted animal cookies. Some other ones from old times that I really liked was Sabrina. I've tried watching the new Sabrina, and it's okay. I think I've only watched maybe the first season. I don't know. It's so different than, you know, the old Sabrina that I grew up with, and sometimes it's a little dark for me, and sometimes I just get tired of that. You know, there's enough sometimes dark stuff in life, in the world, and I don't know, I don't always need more. However, one of my all-time favorite TV shows that I'll probably go back and rewatch at some point is Supernatural. I watched that for years and years and years, and then recently, when I got closer to the end, two of my kids, so my daughter, my oldest, and then Garrett, who is 10, started watching it with me, and then they both became obsessed with it, so now they're going back and rewatching it. This one is Don't Be a Karen, which is cherry, crumb pie, and frosted animal cookies. So now Garrett is always requesting for me to make him like a Supernatural shirt. I do have a silhouette, a Cricut, and a heat press. And then I do have like the stuff to do sublimation. So I really just need to make him a couple shirts, but he loves Supernatural. I've done my nails sometimes in Supernatural stuff. I just really enjoy that show. So maybe someday I'll go back and rewatch it. Another older classic one would be Bones. That's another one that I really loved, and some of my kids ended up loving and watching with me. Another older one would be Grimm. I don't know if anyone remembers Grimm, but I really enjoyed that one, and then they got rid of it. Okay, Be Caring, Blueberry Meringue Frosted Animal Cookies. There's definitely been like a lot of different TV shows on different platforms that I've watched. So Netflix. One of the big shows that I really got into on Netflix, or because of Netflix, was Outlander. I love Outlander. I'm super excited for the next season to come out. I love the historical aspect, which honestly kind of surprised me at first because I didn't think that I was that much into historical shows or even books. But I really do enjoy Outlander. Sorry, I think I'm saying a lot. I'm trying to think and chop and talk all at the same time. It takes a lot of brain power sometimes. I don't know. Let me open up my Netflix account to see if I can see some of the other things. I did recently watch the first season of You. And I don't know what I think about that one. I mean, I guess I think that it's like very, very disturbing. But it was kind of like disturbing in a way where I wanted to watch it. I definitely go through times and periods in my life where I watch more TV than I do other times. Right now with school going on and with me doing videos and things like that, I'm not watching TV shows quite as often. Okay, so let me see. So The Walking Dead. I've watched quite a bit of The Walking Dead, but I haven't finished all the current stuff. This one is Be Heroic, so lemon cream frosted animal cookies. So I stopped for years and years and years when the episode with the baseball bat happened. That for some reason really, really affected me, and I couldn't watch it anymore. It wasn't until this last year that I started kind of watching it again. But I go in phases with that show. I mean, it just seems like sometimes with that show, like just everyone dies. You get a character you start liking and then they die. And then, I don't know. So, I mean, probably eventually I'll go back and watch some more of it. It's just not one that I get like addicted to and have to just watch and watch and watch and watch, because I get tired of it after a while. I tend to do that though, kind of get tired of things. So I don't know. Let me see, what else have I watched? I've watched, this one is Be Sophisticated, White Mint Latte Frosted Animal Cookies. I watched on Netflix, I did watch the Queen Gambit when that came out, the miniseries. There was a recent miniseries that came out too. What was that one? I don't remember now. It was the one where the guy was kidnapped and then it had, if this video gets so many likes, then he's gonna die or something like that. I don't remember what it's called though. It was pretty good. Some other ones. Oh, The Blacklist. I love The Blacklist. That's a really good one. And then Criminal Minds is another one that I really love. And that one's done now. They finished the series of that one. I don't remember, is Blacklist done? No, Blacklist isn't done. But I was not happy with the ending of the last season. If you've watched it, you know. If you haven't, I'm not sure what they're gonna do now, but we'll see. I've tried to watch like all the Flash and Arrow and Supergirl and things like that. I like them, but sometimes I have issues with them because you're watching the Arrow, for example, and you're going along, and then all of a sudden there's this huge episode where everyone's involved. So then I have to go back and watch the Flash, and then I have to go back and watch Supergirl, and then I have to go back and watch Legends. And so I like them, but sometimes I get tired of that. I haven't watched them for a really long time, so maybe now that I've had a break for a while, I can go back and actually watch them and enjoy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these loaves in. I'm not gonna turn off the camera, but I'll edit all of this out. So this first loaf we're gonna do is Dash of Sanity, which is salted caramel, blackberry jam, butter cookies, pumpkin pecan waffles. And so the first time I cut these ones up, I had a lot of issues with them crumbling. So I'm gonna try and microwave them a little bit longer and see if that helps. So just so you can see what it looks like. Aren't these gorgeous? They are just so, so pretty. I love the chunks. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, let me heat this up and I will be right back. Okay, so what I did is I heated this up for 30 seconds on one side and 20 seconds on the other. We'll see if that was enough. I did notice though that it started like cracking. So it's heating up. So I don't know, this might just crumble apart everywhere anyway. If this one doesn't work as well, then I will heat it up longer next time. And I forgot to grab extra bags. I will do that when I heat up the next one. I will go grab some extra bags. Because for some reason, the loaves, once they're chopped up, they really don't fit back in here very well. Okay, so TV shows. So we were talking about Flash and all of those. So it's been enough time that maybe I could go back and watch those and enjoy them. Let's see. I've watched quite a bit of the 100. I haven't watched all the newer episodes. Again, sometimes I just get a little bit tired of things. Sometimes I wonder if I have a little bit of ADD, just because I can only do some things for so long before I get tired of them and then I have to do something new. I've watched The Order on Netflix. That one was really good. That's kind of a mystical, magical one. I've watched most of Stranger Things. I need to finish the rest. I do enjoy that one. Oh, everything's falling over. Let's see. Oh, my husband and I have enjoyed watching Ozark together. It's kind of a bad show. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It talks about drugs and all kinds of things, so not quite for everyone. But it's one of those shows that as I watch it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, what in the world can go wrong next? Can there really be anything worse that happens to this family? And yes, there's always something worse. I do think that they're getting ready to come out with a new season for that as well. I'm not sure when the new season is coming out. The Magicians was another one that I watched on Netflix. I watched Bridgerton, but that one was just okay. It was a good storyline at first, and then it just became too much other stuff, you know. I don't necessarily mind when there's that other stuff once in a while, but sometimes it's just too much and you're just like, okay, can we just have a story instead of whatever this is? So I kind of got tired of that one pretty quickly. The originals, I've watched some of that, but I haven't finished it. I need to finish it. I think I'm gonna have a huge list of TV shows to watch after this. The Umbrella Academy. I enjoyed The Umbrella Academy quite a bit. I watched Merlin. That one was really good. Thinking that's pretty much everything on Netflix that I've watched recently, at least. I used to watch Glee forever ago, but I never finished that one. I got tired of it. Oh, that one show that I was talking about with the video of the guy that's you're gonna die. It's called Clickbait. That was a good one. And that was just a mini series. So it's one of those things where if you feel like you can only watch for a little while, you can only watch for a little while and it's not a big deal. I really don't think there's anything extra on Netflix. Okay, so I'm going to get the next loaf heated up. And what I like to do is I kind of like to let these cool down for a while. So I did cut these into bigger pieces this time. I noticed that the last time some of my pieces were too small. So if I need to, I can cut down a piece or two rather than having to put in multiple pieces. So I'm gonna let this one cool down for a while because I don't want to put it back in the bag while it's still warm. So I will just move it to this side. And then I will get my next loaf heated up and I will grab some more bags. But this is why I keep it on parchment paper and on the paper towel because then I have things to slide around. So I'll get out my another piece of parchment paper and we will continue. So the next one that I'm going to heat up is pumpkin pie in the kitchen. So pumpkin pie, marshmallow cookies, birthday cake Twinkies, and vanilla fudge butter. And I will show you what it looks like as well. Oops, we're already losing pieces. So that's what this one looks like. Yeah, this one smells delicious too. Okay, so I will get this one heated up and I will be back. I'm gonna go find some bags. That way I can put all that stuff away as well. Okay, I'm back. I got this one heated up. Got a few bags. These ones I purchased from L3. And then I just brought a Sharpie. I don't feel like I need to write too much on it because I'm gonna try and use them up within the week anyway. Okay, so we talked about Netflix. Let's see. I do enjoy watching Grey's Anatomy. That one's still on, but I kind of got really tired of it last year with, like, they kept on always wanting to do everything about COVID. And I'm sorry, but when I am watching TV, I don't want to be dealing with COVID stuff and all of that. It's just not what I'm interested in. I don't like it. So I don't know. Trying to think of what I've watched on Amazon. It's kind of hard with Amazon because it shows everything that everybody's been watching. I don't know. Okay, so an older one that I used to watch forever ago was Fringe. Sorry, there's an alarm going off somewhere in my house. Alexa, turn off the alarm.
20-minute timer stopped on Tristan in Garrett's room.
No idea how there was a 20-minute timer going because I didn't start one. It's kind of creepy. Anyway, so Fringe, I used to watch forever ago. I actually started watching Fringe when my son was having open heart surgery. And so it's something that I found that I started watching clear back then. Because even though we were spending time at the hospital, it was really a lot of quiet time where we were kind of just watching him sleep. We were watching him breathe. And there just really wasn't much else that we could do. Interestingly enough, side note, It has now been 10 years, as of either today or yesterday, since he was life flighted. I've been debating doing a whole story about that and kind of talking about that, but I'd have to go back through notes and really kind of prep beforehand. But he was life flighted from Idaho to Utah because he developed a staph infection after his open heart surgery. But anyway, so I started watching Fringe then. I really liked it. It was kind of weird, but it was in a good weird way. I hate it when I melt it so much that it kind of sticks. And then also on Amazon, I've watched Game of Thrones. I kind of went back and forth on that one for a while. Like I said, I don't really like all that extra stuff all the time, and Game of Thrones has a lot of that extra stuff, if you know what I'm saying. But I did notice after like the first season that it kind of got better. Like it didn't go away, but it got better. And I really, really did enjoy the storyline, and I wanted to know what was happening and what was going to happen. And so I don't know. If they came out with another one like the rumors are saying, I'll probably watch it. I'm not going to lie. And I've watched, what was it called? It was like something Miss Maisel. Is that what it was called? It had the Gilmore Girls' daughter in it. I don't know. That was pretty good. I haven't seen if they're doing any more of that, so I don't know. But I did really enjoy that one as well. It was funny. More of a comedy than anything, but a little bit of drama too. So I did enjoy that one. I'm trying to think if there's any other TV shows that I really watch, but I really can't think of any. So let me put this first one in the bag. Let me see if it's cooled down enough. Yeah, okay. So I'll put this one away. That way I can use this to put the next one on. So there's a lot of movies that we enjoy. And when I was a kid, one of my favorite things were Disney movies along with musicals. Love musicals. One of my ultimate favorite shows growing up, I wouldn't say it's a favorite anymore, but one of my favorite shows growing up was Calamity Jane. And part because Doris Day is just amazing. If you've watched any of her movies, she has an amazing voice, and I truly enjoy watching things with her in it. But the other reason is because my middle name is Jane, so I always thought that, you know, that was such a perfect movie for me to watch because she was named after me. Whatever. You know, technically she's so much older than me, but we all have our own perceptions as kids, right? But I loved things like Singing in the Rain and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Trying to think. Princess Bride is one of my classic ones that I love. White Christmas, which White Christmas is also a show that we enjoy watching, you know, this time of year. I don't think we necessarily have a lot of holiday movies that we always have to watch. We do like the Santa Claus movies. Those ones are really good. We also like Polar Express. The kids like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. There's been so many different versions now, but they even watch that just throughout the year whenever they feel like it. So definitely not a unique show really to this time of year, but I do enjoy watching it this time of year. I don't know which version's my favorite though. The one with Jim Carrey's okay. I still really love the original cartoon one, but I do like the new cartoon one that they did. Okay, the last Sassy Girl loaf that I have, and then I have one little tin. My first love is pumpkin pecan waffles. So strawberry pound cake, birthday cake, and pumpkin pecan waffles. Here's what that one looks like. Again, just gorgeous, gorgeous. These smell so good. These all just smell so amazing. So I'm gonna heat this one up. And then I will come back. Okay, so one of my all-time favorite movies, and the kids, it will depend on, I guess, how they're feeling at the time, but I absolutely, completely, and totally, and utterly love Harry Potter. I have read the books many times. I've watched the movies many times. I just really, really, really enjoy it. A lot of the times my kids will watch it with me. My husband does not like Harry Potter. He does not watch it with us. That has never been something that he's enjoyed. Although when they were still coming out in the movie theater, he would go with me. But it's just not his type of movie. Has to be like a John Wayne Western movie for him to like it anymore, it seems like. I don't know. So we love Harry Potter. I really enjoy the Hunger Games, and so we rewatch those every so often. Love Pitch Perfect movies. We've rewatched those several times. Not so much me and all the kids, but like me and my daughter. We rewatch that a lot. Both of us love singing, and so we just really kind of get into those type of movies quite a bit. We really love watching movies, and so it's hard to say our favorite movies because we're constantly buying new movies, watching new movies. It's something that we do often, especially when the kids are out of school. Like when they have their Thanksgiving break, we'll probably choose a movie series or something, and we'll go through and watch a lot of them. My kids love scary movies, like the really scary movies, like the Annabelle and the Conjuring and things like that. I don't so much love them. So what I've started doing, and I guess I'm telling you all my secrets today, but what I started doing is I started to scrapbook, because I like to do digital scrapbooking on my iPad. So I've started scrapbooking when we have to watch those scary movies. And that way I'm not like watching everything happen, and it's not quite as bad. I don't know. Does that sound pathetic? Maybe a little bit. I don't know, but I have a hard time with those scary movies. I do okay with like the Conjuring, Annabelle movies, because most of them end on a positive-ish note. So it's not as bad. But I don't know. They're hard for me to watch. The sacrifices we do for our kids, right? Who knows? Maybe all of you think I'm bad for letting my kids watch scary movies. But they know that they're not real. They know that this stuff is completely fake. And so I guess we all do what we think is best, right? I do like Hallmark movies, but I don't watch them a ton. I've watched a lot of the Nicholas Spark movies, and there's a few of those that we'll rewatch every now and then. Not recently, probably like a year ago, we rewatched The Notebook, and that was completely the wrong thing to do because both my grandma and my husband's dad are having a lot of memory issues, and that was just very triggering to watch that, and that was kind of a huge mistake. So we all kind of sobbed through the end. I'm trying to think. We like the Hunger Games. Did I already say that? I think I already said that. I don't know. Sometimes we do watch Twilight. They're okay, but we rewatch them every so often. If I can write, we not as often will rewatch like the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and stuff like that. We like those, but sometimes it's a little bit harder for us to get through those. Trying to think if there's any really good movies we've seen recently. Oh, we do really like the Marvel movies, except for I haven't kept up on all the new stuff since it's been added to like Disney Plus and stuff. I really need to, but I find that when I'm in school, I have a really hard time focusing a lot on those types of things. So I need things to watch that I can just kind of watch whenever. And I think maybe that's also part of the reason why I've only watched one season of You, because I just sometimes just need to veg out and I don't have a lot of time. So if I'm in a mood where I'm wanting to read books, well, when I'm in school, I don't necessarily have time to watch TV shows, do schoolwork, be mom, and read books. So lately I've been just reading more rather than watching TV, and so I haven't been watching as much. Okay, maple gingerbread cake, which is crisp apple, maple, orange, ground cinnamon, gingerbread, warm vanilla, crumb cake, and sugar. I'm gonna heat this one up just for a little bit to make it a little bit softer. These are super pretty in the tins. Oops, as I'm throwing stuff everywhere. It's okay. It's all good. It'll just make my house smell good. See? They're so cute. Okay, so I'll heat this one up, and then I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do another loaf of something. I'll think about it. So for this one, I just did 10 seconds on each side. So we'll see if that was enough to make it soft enough to chop up. I don't think I'm gonna do any more after this one because this video, before I edit everything down right now, is already almost 40 minutes. And I do really need to kind of look at my schoolwork a little bit today. Like I said, I had an interview today, so I haven't even had a chance to really look at this week and see what's coming up for this week. So I need to go do that and write out my schedule. So I've shared some of our favorite movies and TV shows. What are some of your guys' favorites? Is there anything that you would suggest for me to watch based on some of the things that I've said I enjoy watching? I think in general, I really like supernatural type things, paranormal type things, combined with like law enforcement type things. I mean, I guess those are my really two big genres of things that I enjoy watching. This one didn't get warmed up that much, so I'm just gonna put it right away. But yeah, so like I said, there's a lot that I still need to maybe go back and finish. And then I'm excited for Outlander and things like that. Oh, another one that I watched on, I think it was on Apple TV, because I got that free for a while with a new purchase of something. I don't remember what. But I watched Defending Jacob, and that was based on a book that I read, and I actually really, really enjoyed it. And it was kind of fun because they changed, they made changes in it. So although it followed the story, it had some twists and turns that you weren't expecting. And I think it had, what is his name? Chris Evans in it. And so it was really good. I really did enjoy that one. Other than that, I haven't found that many on Apple TV that I really like. So I don't know that that's going to be one that we keep once it's no longer free. So the different streaming services that we have, just for information purposes, I guess, is we have Netflix. And I said earlier that we've had that pretty much since they did the DVDs in the mail. So we've had that forever, it seems like. I remember thinking when they came out with a DVD, or were getting rid of the DVDs, that it wasn't going to end well and that no one was going to watch it anymore. Obviously, I was wrong. I never could have imagined what it's turned into now. We have Hulu, and we have Disney Plus all bundled together with that. We have Amazon Prime. I do a lot of shopping for things on Amazon anyway, and so it really makes sense to have Amazon Prime for the free shipping. Some of these chunks are a little bigger than I normally chop. We'll see. We'll see how I like them bigger. Anyway, we did recently sign up for Peacock because a movie that my kids really wanted to watch was on it for free. I'm trying to remember what the movie was. I don't remember. So it was cheaper to get that than it was to take them all to the movie theater to see it. We do have HBO Max, but that's for free through our internet service. We've learned that I can't write and talk at the same time. See, as soon as I do it, I start writing things wrong. So professional. Yeah, so I think that's all the streaming services that we have, which is too many. I'm going to get rid of Peacock again. I'll keep HBO Max just because it's free. I'll keep Amazon Prime because I use it for other things. I think that as soon as Apple TV isn't free, I need to check when that is, but I'm not going to continue that one. I just haven't found a lot of things that I love on there. If you have any suggestions, please let me know because I'm always open to new things. I might continue to watch You and try and get through that. I don't think I'm interested in watching Squid Games. I know that that's a really popular one right now and it's supposed to be Hunger Games style. But I started watching it, or my husband started watching it, and I was looking at it a little bit. And I don't always love the movies that are in like different languages and then they voice over. And that's what it seemed like that one was. And it just was kind of annoying to me. But maybe you get used to it. I don't know. So if you have any good suggestions of maybe some things that we should watch, or maybe what are some of your favorite holiday movies that you watch every year? Because I think that we need to get a little bit more Christmas movies to watch. I mean, I guess Harry Potter can be counted as Christmas because they celebrate Christmas in it many times, but you know, maybe some new ones. So thank you for spending your time with me. I really am loving getting to know all of you. I really appreciate all of you, and I love you asking questions. I probably won't do a chop and chat next week because we are going to do super tarts next week for our Operation Use It Up. And everything that I have is either clamshells or band bags, so nothing does need to be chopped. So we won't do another chop and chat until I do a vendor that has loaves that I need to chop up again. Because since I'm trying to focus on these vendors, I'm really trying not to chop up other things. Sometimes I do a little bit, like I did chop up yesterday a loaf of McBoo from Vintage Chic Scents, and then a loaf of Maine Woods from Hayden Row, because Vintage Chic was doing their restock and they had McBoo and a Blossom Bar, and I wanted to see what it was like combining the two, so I did chop those up, and I do like them combined, FYI, if you're wanting something to combine with maybe some tree scents that you have too much of or whatnot, or just want something different. I did enjoy those. But otherwise, I'm really trying not to chop up anything else. I might chop up a lavender blend or two for night. I don't tend to show you guys my lavender basket because I just grab from it once in a while. And I don't really have much lavender in my Sassy Girl Aroma that haven't been used up yet. So I did have one bar of pink Sleepy Time, which I've already used half of this week. I love it. I need like several loaves of that. And then I do have one of like lavender sugar cookies or something. So I'll use those two up in the brittles. But then after that, I'll probably have to resort to some of my other loaves of lavender. So anyway, enough rambling. Thank you for watching this with me, and I hope that your day is great, and I will see you next time.